All right, this one's pretty tricky and a little demanding, so let's take a look. It's basically the same kind of idea that Hendrix uses quite a bit on Killing Floor, the old Howlin' Wolf tune. So it's an A blues. So the first thing, it's a little ambiguous. Is it A7? Right, to D7, then E7? Probably not so much. We're kind of skirting in between there. So first idea is this, is my thumb is over the top of the neck to get my A. So you see me jump up here. I'm not getting my thumb on the 5th string, which we'll talk about in a second here. So see, the idea here, if we get this together, sometimes you see me using my pinky or my 3rd finger. It's a little tricky getting that. So my thumb is getting this low note, and I can hammer on from my G to my A. So it's really, carrying through the idea, little minor pentatonic fills based upon the chord I'm playing. So kind of tricky to get. Muting my 5th string with my thumb curved over, and I'm hammering on from G to A. I'm kind of using my pinky right there. Now, A string sounds a little loud. So when I go up here, sometimes I switch to my 3rd finger there because they're closer together. Go to my 5. I might give myself a break, then go. And I go to kind of like the Hendrix chord, E7 sharp 9. But what I do is I leave out the 3rd. I just go, and I play E, mute the 5th string, sorry, 4th string, and the D there and the G there. So by doing that, I'm not playing the 3rd of the chord. You could see this G as an E, the 3rd of E minor. We're basically implying E7 sharp 9, the Hendrix chord. So that's what we're going to play it there. Okay, now, the lick I'm playing. Right, so my thumb is getting my bass note, and I'm playing a pentatonic fill. So I'm flat 3, which is C, pulling off straight down the scale from A to G, E, G, A. So when I go to my 4 chord, I play the same exact lick, just bring it up. My 5 chord. So the next time through, when there's singing going on, I'm taking the same idea and doing this hammer-on with my thumb. Like really work on that. Then I'm throwing in right, just kind of outlining those chords using the same idea. It's not easy to do. It's going to be right off the top. Getting this together, you're going to get a lot of open strings. You're going to get a lot of muted notes until you get used to playing it. But first thing I would work on is getting that thumb right there. We talked about it in some of the chords, but if you can play like a line, that kind of move there, and then a few things I've found that make it a little easier is if you're playing a guitar with an exceptionally large neck, really fat. Some guys like really, really fat necks. That does make it harder to get your thumb over the top, right? Because you're just going to take up some more room. Also, the hand position's got to be really like this. I'm over the top of the neck, and I find this stuff sometimes easier to play when I'm standing up because I can get a little higher over the top of the guitar. And if you look at how my thumb is doing it, I'm kind of using the side of my thumb here. Your hands may be different, but that's kind of what it looks like. I don't try to do it rooted on the 5th string. That's just too hard for me. Maybe some people can do it. I've not really seen many people do that. So I'm going to use the same idea up. So it's a big thing that Jimmy would do, and then slide the chord. Right, so getting that kind of move together right there. So that's an outline of what you could do on a blues or anytime you have a groove like that. If you notice, I would be really remiss, I can't believe I didn't say this first, is this right hand is going the whole time. So I'm doing like... Right, so this hand is keeping that rhythm going. You can't go... like, chasing that rhythm is never going to happen. So you want to keep this right hand keeping that together. Right? So this is always moving along. And, if it's sloppy, who cares? If you listen to Hendrix, it was super sloppy. And I don't mean that in a not well played. I mean it in full-on vibe. So if this gets a little, sometimes the thumb is muted a little bit too much. It doesn't matter. As long as the vibe is there and the groove is there, you listen to those live Hendrix recordings, and it's glorious and amazing. But sometimes he misses some of these things because it just doesn't matter.